Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of my career mode series. Really quick, if you haven't had a chance to already, go ahead and check out Coleman Gaming HD's channel. He has a really great career mode series going on over there, so check him out, and a like or a sub is always appreciated, of course. And as you remember last episode, we have a little bit of an international dilemma. Who should I manage next? And we had an offer from India and also from France. And I asked you guys, what should I do? And really the consensus was, if I went for one of those middle teams, go for Belgium, because they have a lot of young talent on their team, and as a Chelsea fan, I know all of that talent because basically all of it belongs to Chelsea. And so, but if I don't go with one of those middle teams, I should go with a team like Brazil or Spain or something like that, with a lot of talent already stocked up and ready to win a World Cup. But next up, we have a game against QPR, and FIFA recognizes that they have a lot of great players. Really, they haven't been able to take advantage of that in real life, but Diakite, they're getting their first goal of the game, and we are behind against QPR. And then a beautifully squared ball to Adel Tarabt would double their lead in the 33rd minute, but that would just not do for this Swan side. And Kimi Augustine would give that to Lucas Silva, and Lucas Silva does a great job drawing the penalty, and we had a chance to get a goal here. And then Christian Atsu, taking the penalties because J-Rod is out injured, steps up and puts that into the back of the net right before the stroke of halftime, and we go into halftime behind against QPR 2-1. And after the restart, we came out raring to go, and Jerome Lumu drawing a great save from Julio Cesar there to keep it at 2-1. And from this corner, of course, like always, Anuaha, I think is how you say his name, in the 64th minute, puts them another goal ahead, and it is 3-1. And then to add insult to injury, Graniero puts that in the back of the net in the 74th minute. And that is how this game would end. We lose to QPR 4-1, a humiliating loss, to be honest. We really should have come away with 3 points there, but we have a scouting update from England because that's where we sent our scout when he came back from America. So hopefully we can get some nice players from there. And Darren Arnold is looking like one of those players, a 72 to 94 potential. So we are going to go ahead and sign him and send him to our youth squad to develop. And next up, we have a game against Sunderland, and I basically tell the press that we need to strive for consistency because we're losing games that we shouldn't be losing, but winning games that we shouldn't be winning. So if we can win the games that we shouldn't be winning and then win the games that we should be winning, we'll be sitting in a pretty position in the table, and this Sunderland game is one of those games that we should be winning if we want to get to that new height, those 5th place, 4th place positions every year, and hopefully after a couple years we can get that 1st place position and start to turn our season around because we really can't lose these games like we've been losing. And Wayne Routledge, who has been a godsend since J-Rod's been out, tests the keeper there and is unlucky, but Christian Atsu is not unlucky. Look at that goal, a perfect shot into the top corner in the 4th minute, and we are ahead against Sunderland. And once we got that first goal, we smelled blood, and after some great work from Grimaldo on the wing, Leandro, never gonna miss that shot, in the 17th minute gets our 2nd goal of the game. But with a 2-goal cushion, we got a little complacent, and we were very lucky not to have them snatch a goal back, but we would not be so lucky moments later when they would pounce on that rebound. McLean puts that into the back of the net in the 37th minute, and we would go into halftime leading Sunderland 2-1. After the restart, we were back on the attack because I knew we needed that 3rd goal if we wanted all 3 points, and Jose Rodriguez gives us exactly that in the 67th minute. And then Leandro does extremely well to draw the penalty here, and we knew if we got this 4th goal, all 3 points would be in the bag. This would end it as a contest, and Leandro has his shot blocked. What in the world? I think that's the first missed penalty that we've had all season, but nonetheless, that would be enough to secure all 3 points against Sunderland, a 3-1 victory, and a great victory for the boys. It puts our season back on track, and we are back in good form, and hopefully we can carry that form into the next game against Manchester City, which will be a very, very tough match. So I just tell the press that we need to keep up that energy that got us through that last game, and we'll do fine against Man City. But in my mind, I was just hoping against all hope that we would have enough to get past this game with at least a point, if not all 3 points. That was my dream because they have an extremely stacked squad. Eden Dzeko, They have Wesley Sneijder now, and on the bench they have David Silva. Mario Balotelli is still with them, so they have more than enough to get all 3 points from this game. And it did not start well for us when Edin Dzeko puts that into the back of the net from an insane angle to put them ahead in the 10th minute. But later he would learn his lesson as he would go down injured, and this is just a message to the rest of the league: score against us and we will fuck you up. But then, of course, things get even worse when they bring on Mario Balotelli, but Leandro will take that ball any day of the week, and he just squares that to Christian Atsu for the sweaty goal to put us level in the 27th minute, and things were looking up. And that is how we would go into halftime, all level against Manchester City. After the restart, they bring on David Silva, and I started to get a little worried, and that worry was well-founded when Kolarov puts that into the back of the net, of course with a header in the 63rd minute, and I thought to myself that any hope for points from this game was quickly fading, and then this happens. Jose Rodriguez has a shot. Of course, it's going to be deflected behind for a corner. No, it is a goal kick, and then I knew that FIFA was against me, but Leandro refused to take that lying down and puts that into the top corner in the 72nd minute, and the comeback was on. And while the momentum was in our favor, I put on Jody Lukoki, whose pace absolutely killed their tiring defense, and he would have free reign down that left side with his quick feet and great dribbling. He would cut back in the box and then curl that into the bottom corner, and the comeback was complete in the 86th minute. It was looking like we were going to get all 3 points from this game after all, and yet another Man City giveaway would lead to yet another Swansea breakaway, and Jody Lukoki just again wreaking havoc, has a shot, it is blocked, but then Lucas Silva has a shot and it is deflected off Leandro, and Leandro is finally credited with that goal, and that is how it would end. A huge victory against Manchester City, 4-2, and we get all 3 points from somebody that we really had no business beating. So I am extremely pleased with that result, and our youth squad is looking absolutely ridiculous. Clarence Lade, Dan Gill is looking pretty good. Darren Arnold, that English player that we got from our last report, Francois Arnoline, Guillaume Palamat, Jack Hernandez, John Anthony Duca, and then Sam Gord, 90 to 94 potential. Why have I not signed him up already? So we are going to send him a contract offer and see what he says about that. We need him in the squad now. If he has that kind of potential, there's really no reason why he shouldn't be playing. And then Pablo Sarabia says, you know what, I'm a little disappointed you didn't play me in that last game, but it was just too important for us not to play our first choice squad. So I hope he understands, and he will get his chance as soon as I feel really the need to give him the chance. I don't need to play him if I don't feel comfortable playing him. He's not really one of our first choice players, but hopefully he gets, a place in the squad sooner rather than later. And why is that not a penalty? Right off the bat, I knew this was going to be a difficult game. The ref was not going to do us any favors, and then we spurn chances like this. Oh my God, why is that not in the back of the net? And we go into halftime even at 0-0, and if we do not win this game, we have absolutely no chance of placing first in our group, and of course Bilbao are ahead in their game. I'd hoped that after the restart our fortunes would change, but that didn't seem to be the case. Every shot we had was either blocked by a defender or the goalkeeper, and then this backwards bicycle kick barely ekes wide. That looked like our best chance of the game, and then this happens. Somehow he goes down in the box from an aerial challenge, and that is called a penalty, and of course he puts it into the back of the net in the 74th minute, and sadly that is how this game would end. We lose to IFK Göteborg 1-0, and there is no way for us to reclaim that first place spot in our EuroLeague group. I believe that Bilbao now has 13 points in the lead, and we have 9. So even if we were to win our last game and they were to lose, there's no way we can get 4 points from that final game. So that is really, really crushing. We still go through to the next round, but not in the way that I wanted to. Alright guys, that is where this episode will end. As always, a like or a subscription is always appreciated. I'm sorry I haven't gotten a video out in this last week. My internet was out all week, And so I'm really happy to finally get another video out to you guys. Let's try to get this one to 10 likes if we can, just to make me happy. Your guys' support has been awesome. All right, I will see you next episode. Have a great day. Bye.